Hey Capricorns, welcome back to Deku Tarot and welcome to your November 2020 reading. I know it took a bit, I'm sorry, but as you guys probably know or have realized by now, I live in America and it's been kind of a wild week here for us. I'm sure you guys know or have heard. I needed a few days. I needed a few days first for the anxiety and the stress and feeling all of that energy that the rest of the world was feeling. And then I needed a few days to celebrate. So sorry, but I feel like readings are coming out the way they need to come out this month and on very specific and interesting days. Today's the 9th and we have a Venus-Mars opposition. Tensions in what we want and what we don't want. What we want to keep and what we need to get rid of, especially in love and relationships. And with Venus in Libra and Mars in Aries, it's really showing you let's talk about it. It's showing you where you feel your power is not recognized and not taken seriously, and where you should have success and where you want it, and where we have not been able to find it. There's dissatisfaction with that Four of Cups. He's looking right at our power, our ego, our ability to stand in the driver's seat here and create, to dictate where our life is going. All of that amazing talent and ability to create, especially in terms of work, the life that you want. Physically. And with that Four of Cups there, we're finally looking here at what we're not happy about, why we haven't seen the changes that we've wanted, and what we actually hold our standards to, what we're willing to accept and what we're not willing to accept. And I will say, it has been downpouring all day. Like I know you guys probably can't hear this. Thankfully, it's quiet enough that you can't. But for whatever reason, I have neighbors that can't just stop for a day in terms of doing insane projects that make so much noise. Like it sounds like they're chopping down a tree right now. Why you would do this in the middle of a storm, especially when we live in Florida and we've got a hurricane. It doesn't make any sense, right? And it's frustrating. And I'm just like, I don't want to have to accept this, but I have to right now. And I really do hope again that you guys can't hear it because it's sending me. Anyways, there are things that we have control over and things that we don't. Things that we've had to accept and endure and say, okay, I'll just work with what I've got right now. I'll deal with this. It's annoying. It's not what I want. I'm not getting paid what I want. I'm not getting treated the way I want at work. And nobody's really taking me as seriously as I should be taken. I'm smart. I'm intelligent. I have, this degree. I've done this. Why am I not getting treated the way that I deserve to be treated? You're going to figure it out. And a lot of it has to do with, again, what you accept. What you hold your standards to. And even if it sounds harsh and mean to others, you've got to be true to yourself. And you've got to know that you have what it takes to triumph. You have what it takes to make that decision that's going to take you to the better option. To allow a work situation, a work opportunity here to really explode and become something amazing. I mean, in many areas as well, but I mean, I have to say this feels very career and work focused. What can we do to make what we want out of what we have? Will we take responsibility for it stagnating to this point, or will we sit in this position? You might really fear and worry about the changes that you need to make, as most earth signs do, because we're not really great at stepping out of our comfort zone and the things that we've built up, especially for years, right? But the anxiety, the stress, the sadness, the feeling like you're living a life that you don't want to be living and you just have to accept it, feels like a nightmare daily, right? Why hasn't it changed? Why won't this just change? If you're dealing with any cancers right now, they will help you. And what's interesting, and honestly why I've saved the Cancer reading for last, is because I know it's going to be a really intense one. I've been honestly afraid to do you and Cancer's reading. Less afraid to do yours because I know, Capricorns, that you guys are always going to be fine. You're always going to be able to stabilize yourself in the most unstable situations. And that's really what you do this month, because you remember what you have to bring to the table and where you want to go, and then you do something about it. You're going to be instigating those conversations, instigating those moves. If you've wanted to move for a while, you will start working on that, whether it's with a partner or not. You don't need one if they're not going to come with you this month. It's kind of like, even if you've been in a long-term partnership, there is a high chance that you could be like, you know what, screw you, I don't need you. I'm doing fine without you. In fact, maybe I can get somebody better because I've been accepting this. And yeah, maybe, you know, you're good for these things, but I think I can do better on my own. I think I would have a better life, more control, more happiness in some aspects if I didn't have to worry about you so much. I've got enough to worry about. Why do I have to sit around and worry about you too? It's ridiculous, right? That's what it feels like this month. So again, watch out for sudden decisions in love. I don't want to even say watch out, because I don't think I could tell you what to do this month if I wanted to. It's already hard enough to tell an earth sign what to do, because they're going to be like, no, I'm going to do it my way, and that's that. But we have endings and beginnings this month that are really big. I mean, you don't get the Fool followed by the World if we're not starting a new chapter, and if something major isn't coming to completion for it to start. You're beginning a new adventure and a new journey, and whatever it is that you've wanted, especially again in terms of work and what you feel you deserve, what you feel you need to be happy at work and fulfilled in your job, that's really important to you this month, and you're going to make headway there. So start making those decisions. Start putting effort and energy into your dream work situation. It can happen. Even if it hasn't happened by now, it's like you finally see what was holding you back and what led you to this moment. You see like a full, it's kind of like you zoom out. Have you ever zoomed out on Google Earth and like looked at the entire country or like a state? It's like that. You suddenly zoom out and you're like, oh, okay, I see that now. And I think that maybe we can thank the Jupiter-Pluto conjunction, because it's the third time. And it's going to give us the pieces to the puzzle, the clarity to the confusion that we have needed, especially with both of them being in your sign. It's extreme, it's inflated, and it's all about you. It's all about you. What is that, the song from SpongeBob? It's what I always want to sing, and it's what I want to sing right now. It's like, it's all about you, girl, on your 21st birthday, or is it 16th? Whatever. It's all about you, Pearl. It's literally all about you right now, so stop letting, again, this is kind of a message I feel like for a lot of earth signs. It's kind of been coming up in your element, because it came up for Virgo too. You've got to put effort into yourself rather than everybody else to keep them afloat, to keep them stable this month. I don't think that'll be that much of a problem for you, because you're on this streak right now, again, where nobody could tell you what to do if they wanted to. You're going to do it. You're going to be ready for this, honestly. You're ready. You are ready. And let's look at this a little bit here. Yeah, it's the moment of change for career. So bring out your dad, let go of what needs to die, let go of what you need to let go of, and pay attention to what you want and put what you have into it. You guys are incredible at manifesting the work situations that you want, so don't be afraid to do it. Like, there's nothing to fear here. Really, there isn't. Don't be afraid of this change. Don't be afraid to make the changes yourself. Because like I'm going to tell you, like I've told all the other signs, if you don't make these changes this month, the astrology isn't going to let you go without facing them and dealing with them in some aspect, you know? So yeah, okay, that's good. It's good stuff. So put your effort into what you want. It will happen, okay? It will. It's beautiful. You just have to take the driver's wheel and start directing it where you want it to go, and stop letting everybody else tell you where you should be going and how you should feel about it and holding you back. Some people might not want you to be successful for their own gains and purposes. It's easier when, you know, you're not moving on, because then they have you where they want you as the support, the comfort. But you need to move up, on and up here, okay? So anyways, let's get love a little bit. They just like don't want to talk about it, huh? Guess what? Too bad. Scorpio, new moon is going to make that happen. I'm sorry, but it's just going to happen. There's also on the 27th a Mercury opposition with, what did I say Mercury? Venus opposition with Uranus. And that's going to be, yeah, we also do have a Mercury opposition with Uranus too, so that's probably why I was thinking about it. And we have Venus and Mercury both moving into Scorpio, so things will get intense, they will get emotional, and where we seek freedom is going to be very, very prevalent in terms of love. We might be stuck a little bit mentally on a past relationship, a past person, and when they show up, they're not going to show up. There's going to be something off about them. Let's just say it that way. If you have someone from the past showing up, there's a weird vibe about them. What you're picking up on, pay attention to, because it's not good. It just means, I think, that there is not a lot of stability, anything real there. So if you're looking to grow within a relationship, if you're looking for something like, you know, wonderful when somebody comes back, if you're looking for reconciliation, I don't feel we will find it. If anything, I think it will make you pull the roots out of the ground on that situation once and for all, and expand yourself for the future. You're coming to the light at the end of a very long, dark tunnel in terms of this specific past connection, and letting it go and fully healing. If we need to adjust in our relationships, that's something that's going to be really big as well. We might have seen it as unstable in terms of what happens this month, what we talk about. Yeah, those conversations that we don't want to talk about, that we have to. That stuff that we haven't talked about and which has built itself up into a weighty burden on our backs will come out and be dealt with. So, are you going to make the first move, or will you let it do it to you? The astrology this month is going to make these things happen whether we like it or not. And that's what is so different about November. I feel in a lot of other times it's been like, there's the opportunity, are you going to go for it? But with this third Jupiter-Pluto conjunction, and again, everything else I've been talking about, it's not going to let us go. It's not going to let you not expand. It's not going to let you continue this. We have two 10s here. We have two 10s here. We had the World, which is also, 21. We also have the 20 card there for Judgment. It's going to happen. Yeah, there will be some painful endings. Yeah, we will have to end something with people who probably, we might feel have betrayed us, have hurt us, have done something that we are not happy about. But it's because we haven't spoken about this for such a long time. We haven't communicated about this maybe at all within the relationship. But it depends on where you go from here and how open this person is to talking about your needs and what you want, what you need, what you deserve. Because you might feel that somebody has hidden a lot from you, and you're just sitting there like, I'm just supposed to accept this now? I'm just supposed to accept that you feel this way? I'm just supposed to accept, again, it could be like that opposite way. Regardless, everyone's going to be bringing their ghost out of the closet this month, which is why I'm like, expect the unexpected. Expect the other person to say things as well that you didn't expect. that you didn't think we were going to have to talk about. You thought, you know, you were the only person coming to the table with baggage and issues. Turns out you both got them. We're all human, right? It's communication that helps you through it, though. And knowing, again, what you deserve at the end of the day and what's best for that other person. And not letting our emotions and what we've had in the past cloud our judgment on where this needs to go for the future. And for our best future, for their best future. So yeah, maybe it's like, hey, we've been together for years and years, but I don't see a way forward from here because we're having this conversation. I don't think you should fear conversations like that right now. Yeah, it's painful. There's going to be moments of intense, ouch, this really hurts. I'm really feeling this, and I'm really kind of mind-fucked by this, but the people on the other side might be saying the same thing. So where will long-term relationships go from here? And will they be able to heal from that? Words will be spoken that you didn't expect to hear, but it's also the time where you get to stand up for yourself. And if that person is prone to manipulation, or if they're a Leo or a Pisces, try not to let them turn the whole thing on you, gaslight you, make it a whole totally different conversation than what we started out with. Let's keep it one thing at a time before people get you confused and try to put one over on you. Because I think that as long as you communicate, as long as you're upfront about your needs and your wants this month, and I do feel you will be, this isn't going to get past you. But they will. But again, it's all about how you deal with it. And as long as you're putting what your needs are, what is going to make you happiest, what you deserve. 9 of Cups. You deserve to feel good about yourself. You deserve to be emotionally happy. You deserve to feel like your life is a dream come true in terms of your emotions, right? In terms of where we're at, in terms of relationships. Keep saying in terms of, I'm sorry, Mercury is still in its shadow period. I do not do well in Mercury retrogrades. I am sorry. But I don't want to say all relationships here are going to end. Even though that's like really on the table for this month, I feel like for like all the signs. But that's not always the case. Because you can work through this as long as the other person is willing to give you what you deserve, what you're asking for, and treat it with respect. If they decide to disrespect you, to not take you seriously, to not listen to how you feel, it's going to be a whole different story. And I don't think you're going to stick around to listen to it. I don't think so at all. So, Capricorns, overall, you will have things to celebrate this month. Make sure you're doing things for yourself to have a good time, relying on friends, opening up, communicating. Communicating, see? Whether it's that you're happy, you're excited, you're sad, you're frustrated, all of it. You got to communicate. You got to put effort in where it's needed. But you also can't be sitting here begging for scraps when you're putting in so much energy and so much effort. No matter if it's work, no matter if it's love, you're done doing that. Done. Okay? We're done with that this month. We're not playing that game. It's not happening. It's balance and equal or it's nothing. It's giving me what I deserve or it's nothing. Get out. It's that kind of stuff, okay? So, to the sounds of Scylla barking, let's do a Stacey DeMarco Halloween Oracle. She always does come in the readings at like the most perfect and divine moments. It's pretty funny to me. But let's see here. Capricorn, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Jack-o'-lantern, protection. Ooh, itchy nose. That's always a weird sign for me. Protection. You are definitely protected. That's for sure. If you have ancestors that you've reached out to in the past month, they're around. That's usually what happens when I get an itchy nose. Something to do with that. Anyways, know that you are protected and that you are capable of creating a life that you want, and that the universe supports you in this trajectory. Shine his light upon you. Boundaries are important to teach people how to treat us, and drawing this card indicates that you may wish to renew the ones you have or to establish new ones. Mic drop. Wow. Yeah, that card really read you. Boundaries, my friend. Boundaries and what you deserve. It's so important. So put, again, boundaries up against what you don't deserve, what you know you don't deserve this month, okay? I love you so much. If you haven't, do make sure to subscribe. Check me out over on Instagram at Deku Tarot. And if you want to book a private reading, all that info is always right in the description box below. You can get 30% off also on numerology, compatibility, astrology, birth chart analysis. Over at Truly Divine, they do an amazing job, and you can use my code, which is also below in the description box, for 30% off, and you can use it as many times as you want. So I love you guys. Have a wonderful and blessed rest of November. Namaste.